Hey folks, ET here from Autotaku.com. I was a little bored yesterday and decided to head up to the local Super Autobox. It was midweek, so there wasn't that big of a selection of cars in the parking lot. If you go on a Sunday, there's often a crap ton. So what I decided to do is just get a little bit of footage from the outside, the inside, and there were a couple cars that I'll show you at the end of the video here. But let's go ahead and head inside the store. First thing you'll notice is when you go into the suspension section, they actually have a pretty decent selection of coilovers in stock, and of course springs. And there is a bay that they actually can install this stuff for you. Here's some Defi gauges, HKS electronics, Apex electronics, etc., etc. The cool thing about Autobox in Japan, and Super Autobox for that matter, is you can get replacements for a lot of your aftermarket stuff, like the HKS air filters and brake racing brake pads, and etc., etc. Lots of things in stock, and a big section of navigation slash entertainment sections here. And this was one of the better ones I kind of focused on. But you know, was that 23? It's about $2,500 for that navigation slash entertainment system. And almost everybody in Japan has TV in their cars. You're not really supposed to drive around with the TV going on, but most people have it going, and you know, the people in the back can watch it, and when you're in traffic you can check it out. Some baby on board stickers, and of course the famous beginning driver, the green and yellow, and below that the clover shaped thing is the old people drivers magnet or sticker or whatever. There's plenty different kinds of wheels here, and you see that the spinner looking thing there. But they have everything from, you know, the looks based ones to actual real performance ones, which I'm not sure actually featured in here. But you can get a general idea. Lots of different brands and varieties. And of course, they got the quote-unquote dildo shifters, is what people call them. But a lot of drifters and other people like to put those big plastic things with lots of bubbles and colors. Plenty LED, plenty HIDs everywhere. Lots of good stuff. And here's a quick look at the pricing of the HID bulbs there. About $150. And I'm just gonna walk around and kind of give you an impression of what it's like inside the store. Of course, it's really noisy, lots of music going around, but I deleted the audio because of the music and the strict YouTube policies of yanking down copyrighted material. But yeah, just lots of good stuff. You can always find trinkets and add-ons and adapters and stickers and, you know, all kinds of good stuff. Any accessory you can think of, they have there. Of course, they got, you know, the cleaners, the oils, and everything. But let's go on out. And today's specialty was this. I kind of like this S2000 here. Had some really nice BBS wheels and suspension on it. The BMW I didn't care too much about. And in the back, pretty sure it's a staff vehicle. One of the guys here had an R32 Skyline, which is my favorite of all the Skylines, and I'm pretty sure this is a GTS T, not a GTR, which means it's rear-wheel drive only. And last but not least, as I was leaving, a nicely tuned S2000, Honda S2000 was pulling in. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys next time. Bye bye.